Lu Fan studies the Divine Ruins Secret Realm Teleportation Stone in his hand, a legendary item said to open the path to the realm in 68 days. He narrows his eyes, wondering if Ning Shuang's words were a challenge for him to meet her there. The silver-haired woman approaches anxiously, asking if Ning Shuang plans to come after them, but Lu Fan calmly replies that she won't. She then questions him about the Divine Ruins secret realm itself. He explains that it's an ultra-rare secret opportunity that only appears once every 50 years, with teleportation stones obtainable only as rare drops from Western Borderlands monsters. Lu Fan holds up the glowing teleportation stone, remarking that it could easily be sold for a sky-high price, yet Ning Shuang used it as nothing more than a duel challenge. The silver-haired woman warns him not to accept. She explains that by the time the Divine Ruins secret realm opens, many powerful clans aiming for their 5th advancement will also be present, making it far too dangerous. Suddenly, a shadowy figure with a sinister smile appears behind Lu Fan, whispering that he must ignore her advice and go to the realm. Lu Fan stiffens, his eyes narrowing sharply as the command echoes in his mind, leaving him in deep thought. The demon girl's voice echoes, commanding him to enter the Divine Ruins secret realm and retrieve something called the spirit-quenching liquid. With a sly smile, she promises that once he reaches his 3rd advancement, she will reveal the location of the legendary myriad armor dragon egg. He questions her sudden appearance, asking when she awoke and if she had witnessed everything. From within his pet space, another voice remarks that it feels comfortable there, and she'll likely recover fully in a month or 2. Unfazed, he presses her with questions why she wants him to risk entering the Divine Ruins secret realm and what purpose the mysterious spirit-quenching liquid truly serves. The demon girl explains that the Divine Ruins secret realm was once the place where a legendary god fell, leaving behind countless treasures. Among them, the spirit-quenching liquid is the most valuable, capable of greatly boosting a person's attributes, sometimes even doubling them. Hearing this, he recalls the Fountain of Blessed Light, realizing that if it works as she says, combining both could skyrocket his stats. He thinks to himself that his attributes might rise through the roof. Amused, the demon girl smirks, noting that his expression already shows temptation. She warns that the spirit-quenching liquid won't be easy to obtain, but its worth is so great she is even willing to trade the location of a myriad armor dragon egg for it. Her tone turns sharp as she reveals why Ning Shuang had challenged him with an avatar. It wasn't just for honor. She intends to use the dangerous properties of the Divine Ruins secret realm itself to kill him. The demon girl delivers a shocking truth inside the Divine Ruins secret realm. Summoning beasts or weapons is forbidden. He realizes this means he'll be completely on his own if he accepts the duel. Startled, he thinks quickly, knowing his carefully prepared puppet team will be useless in such conditions. Facing Ning Shuang in that place would mean walking right into her trap. But the demon girl reassures him, reminding him that he still possesses the Golden Dragon King set, which allows the transformation skill to remain usable. Her confidence keeps him from being completely discouraged. Leaning closer, she adds one more detail. Though she isn't bound by his contract slot, she can still count as his companion. With a sly smile, she teases that after all, she is also considered his pet, strengthening the bond between them. He clenches his fists, frustrated that Ning Shuang clearly wants to kill him, yet the demon girl insists he should still go. He snaps back, reminding her that if he dies, she'll die as well. The demon girl only laughs, asking if he's still wary of her. With a sly smile, she assures him that harming him would be impossible since their fates are tied together. Her tone softens, reminding him not to forget their deal bring her the spirit-quenching liquid. And after his 3rd advancement, she'll guide him to the myriad armor dragon egg. She explains that the offspring of such a dragon would surpass any other, making him unmatched, even against Ning Shuang. But he frowns, caught in thought. If summoning is forbidden in the Divine Ruins secret realm, Then what use would obtaining the myriad armor dragon be? The contradiction leaves him unsettled. He narrows his eyes, questioning what the demon-devouring Dragon King is really planning. The thought lingers heavily in his mind. Snapping him out of his daze, the girl calls his name sharply and asks why he's spacing out. Startled, he quickly responds. She reminds him that if Ning Shuang isn't coming, they need to hurry or risk missing the final exam. He nods and agrees to move at once. As they walk forward, he thinks to himself that instead of overthinking, he should focus on leveling up quickly. Only then will he be prepared to obtain the spirit-quenching liquid and possibly claim the myriad armor dragon before the Divine Ruins secret realm opens. He steels his resolve, thinking that if everything goes smoothly, he might finally have a chance to defeat Ning Shuang. The next day at noon, the scene shifts to Dragon Capital Academy, where the final exam is about to take place. Students gather in front of the academy building. Running through the crowd, he curses under his breath, realizing he was delayed by Ning Shuang and has completely missed the exam assembly. Nearby, students complain about the exam format being the same as the new student assessment battles. This time it's a 5v5 match, and one student grumbles about how hard it is to even find teammates. He considers the rules, noting that the final exam will be done in 5-person teams. With arena rankings as a reference, he thinks about who he can potentially team up with. As he enters, he nearly bumps into a teacher carrying a stack of books. She stumbles slightly, and he quickly steadies her. The teacher looks at him in surprise, asking why he's here since she thought he wouldn't return for the final exam. He apologizes respectfully, addressing her as Teacher Gu. Another teacher asks about Gu's health. She smiles, saying she has fully recovered thanks to their efforts in the Taegi Kingdom, though she admits she would have died in the line of duty otherwise. Embarrassed, she waves it off when reminded not to say such unlucky things. The teacher reminds him that since he has returned for the assessment, he must first form a 5-person team to qualify. A student introduces himself confidently, boasting about his level and asking to team up for the final exam. Without hesitation, he rejects the offer. Nearby, the same student tries to pester other girls into joining him, only to be harshly rejected and called out for his persistence. Amid the noise, someone notices him and shouts in surprise. Soon, more students turn their attention, recognizing that Lu Fan has finally returned. Calmly, he greets them. As he reunites with his classmates, they greet him warmly, teasing that they thought he wouldn't show up for the final exam. They point out their current levels and classes, clearly stronger than before. He apologizes, saying he wanted to surprise them by returning at the last moment. With him back, they realize they now have a complete 5-person team. One jokes that they can slack off and still pass easily, while he reacts wryly to being treated like a free pass. The teachers quietly step aside, leaving the group to their reunion. His classmates assure him they've grown stronger too, having trained and challenged dungeons while he was away. Their confidence shows, claiming they're no longer afraid of facing difficult opponents. Hearing this, he feels relieved, knowing they can now stand on their own. One of them quickly notices where his gaze is drifting and guesses he must be looking for 2 other familiar names, Jinju and Chen Tianzhai. He remains silent, his expression unreadable, as the thought lingers. When asked about Jinju and Chen Tianzhai, his classmate explains they've been missing since the group returned from the Taegi Kingdom. No one knows their current whereabouts. Hearing this, he clenches his resolve. Though he lets it go for now, he silently vows that one day he will personally deal with her. The group decides not to dwell on it. With the assessment only 3 days away, they suggest heading back to rest, reminding him he must be exhausted after rushing all the way here. As he walks with them, he reflects. Most of the students in his year are still in their 20s, with only a handful already in their 30s. Even without Jinju and Chen Tianzhai, his team is strong enough to secure good results in the upcoming assessment. As the student gathering continues, the question arises if anyone else wants to join a team. A group steps forward, announcing they are only taking top 10 ranked members and still need one more. Their confident display immediately draws attention, and he recognizes two faces that seem oddly familiar. It's revealed to be the Fenion Pavilion group. After being silenced for spreading false rumors, they had stayed low for a long time. Now, to everyone's surprise, they were making a bold return. Seeing their reappearance, he and his companions remain calm. They decide not to be bothered, noting that this group is not a threat they need to concern themselves with for the upcoming assessment. Just as the Fenion Pavilion group announced they were looking for a final member, a loud voice suddenly broke the silence. A determined student stepped forward, shouting that he would join their team, his expression full of eagerness and resolve.
This is the end of the video. If you guys want to see the next part, then don't forget to subscribe and like the video.